Adi Shakti has three powers to create with, as well as her own personality to judge and to decide on the propriety of her creation. Ha! Ishwari power can bring the play to its culminating point. It can be effected in one of two ways. 1. She can do it by the ignition of pranava. 2. She can simply switch off the play. In the first scenario, human beings participating in the play may be enlightened with awareness by her. In the second, she just destroys her play. This Ishwari power is therefore paramount, as, if the primordial mother gets overtaxed and tortured by the bad behavior of her children, she may easily get into a destructive temper and end her play. The creation of the Virata during this stage, the primordial zygote, Adipinda, develops into the Virata. We have seen how Adi Shakti can transform her power from an ellipse into the Sanskrit form of Om, and then into 3.5 coils. The lines in which Adi Pranava moves are also in the form of 3.5 coils. The primordial mother first transforms the ellipse into the shape of a heart to create the primordial heart of the great being. Her Lord, Parameshwara, blesses this heart which pulsates with the sound of pranava, anahata, its waves moving in 3.5 coils. By these waves the primordial coil, Adi Kundalini, is created. The foundation structure of her creation is also laid out as 3.5 coils. The time taken for this sound to move 3.5 times around the heart and reach the end of the 3.5 coils, created primordial time. The circumference created by this movement determined primordial space. The movement of the primordial coil, Adi Kundalini, is clockwise when the primordial mother wants to create, and anti-clockwise when creation is to be destroyed. The Ishwari power, witnessing power, of God which resides in the heart of the Virata, acts through this primordial coil in three ways. 1. He watches the play. 2. He enjoys the play. 3. He destroys the play. The importance of the primordial coil and its 3.5 coils must be clearly understood, because in general the complete functioning of the entire creation, and of human beings in particular, are guided by the endless combinations and permutations of the primordial coil with other vertical forces. It may be logically asked why 3.5 coils were chosen as the common denominator by the divine? The answer lies in pure mathematics. If a coil has to be drawn from the center of a circle to the circumference, and we call it pi symbol, then pi symbol equals circumference 22, half circumference 11, almost equal to, or pi symbol equals almost equal to 1, diameter 7, radius 3,2. There have to be 3.5 coils. This principle is also used in the mechanism of wristwatches and many other technical instruments. The vertical forces, Adi Kundalini. In her second creative phase, the primordial mother creates the primary machinery, the primordial coil, Adi Kundalini, to render coordination, variety and speed to her creation. She acts in the same way as a man who, intent on setting up a business, first creates an office structure of managers with the same ideas on running a business as him. To start his business, he must create different management positions and other office jobs. Later on, the managers and officers have to be appointed and located in their respective offices. In exactly the same way, Adi Shakti sets up the structure, the Virata creates the positions, appoints the offices, the deities, and locates them in their respective offices, the chakras. After the creation of the primordial heart, she moves in 3.5 coils. At the end of the lowest point of the coil, by transforming her elliptical shape into a triangle, she creates her abode, Adi Muladhara. She fixes the coil to the apex of her abode. Outside and below this abode, she creates the first subtle center, Adi Muladhara chakra. In human beings, this center is placed outside the spinal cord and controls the pelvic plexus in which it sits. At this first and lowest subtle center, the primordial mother creates a fantastic deity, the elephant-headed child god, Sri Ganesha. He is the first deity created. Sri Ganesha is the symbol of eternal childhood and was bestowed as the first deity to fill the primordial space with holiness and innocence, which is the essence of godliness. He was formed from this first and foremost principle of innocence, which is emitted by the 3.5 coils of Adi Kundalini. Sri Ganesha is the presiding deity of the Muladhara chakra. Muladhara chakra in Sanskrit means the support of the root of the tree of life. 3.5 coils fix it like a root. Allegorically, the chaste relationship of the son, Sri Ganesha, to his mother is the root or essence of life of the creation. It permeates everything, just like the sap of a tree that starts its life-bringing upward journey through its roots. When this holy relationship of mother and child is challenged, the whole edifice of creation collapses.